From the Rubber Duck, did you know James Woods was so passionate about voicing Hades in Hercules that he offered to do it for free? When the film ran into budget issues, he volunteered to return his salary just to make sure it got finished. He's also the official voice of Hades in nearly every appearance since. James Wood responded, not nearly, but absolutely every time Hades appears in any iteration, I do his voice. I was in the studio just a few weeks ago, in fact. I love this character, and the creative team at Disney never failed to do top-notch work. That key line right there has got people's attention.
I mean, yeah, it would have my attention as well. For starters, that excites me because that's cool. I very much loved Hades as a character. Fun fact for those who don't know, this is going to date the hell out of me. The original artist who did all of the concepts for Hades and a lot of the characters in Hercules also worked on Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah.
I'm hearing Kingdom Hearts news then, is what you're telling me.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
So, and this was supposed to be Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. Another confirmation that he likely recorded his lines for Kingdom Hearts 4 a few weeks ago. We've known Kingdom Hearts 4 has been in development for a long time. Kingdom Hearts, I believe every Kingdom Hearts game has had Hades in it to a degree. I could be wrong on that one, but at least every important Kingdom Hearts game has had Hades. And he has voiced Hades in all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as we're aware, Disney does not have anything in the pipeline that involves Hades as a character, except Kingdom Hearts 4. And considering we're Kingdom Hearts 3...
That was an accident by his hand.
So, really quick, he was in Kingdom Hearts Kai, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, Chain of Memories, and Coded.
Yep. So, and I know for a fact that both Tetsuya Nomura and Disney know that Hades is a very central character to Kingdom Hearts story, or to its lore. In fact, he was in 3 as a kind of pseudo foil to Maleficent. Because Maleficent wanted information out of him, and Hades just like, nope, fuck you. You fucked me, fuck you.
Right.
So, him being in 4 would not surprise me at all. So, and we're actually entering into that phase of Square's pipeline where they started reworking how they deliver content. That period's almost up. Because they stopped delivering games, like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest, minus, the remakes for 7, because those were already in the pipeline, besides expansions for 14, because those were already in the pipeline. That ends in 2027. 2027 is also when we're getting Evercold. It's also likely the release schedule time for 7 Remake Part 3. We are probably going to be hearing about Kingdom Hearts 4 this year.
You think so?
I do. I don't think it's releasing for a while still, but I think we're entering a point when we're going to finally start hearing something.
Square, I beg of you, release it on PC the same time you do it for consoles.
Well, Square has already said they're embracing fully multi-platform. If Kingdom Hearts 4 is not multi-platform, I can promise you it is going to be because of Disney. Probably at D23. Yeah, D23 is probably a very likely thing. If not D23, there's 3 places that it will be announced this year, if it's announced at all. Summer Game Fest, which I don't think is going to happen. D23 or the Game Awards. I think the Game Awards is also very unlikely. I think D23 makes the most sense. I'm betting Kingdom Hearts 4 might have a 2028, 2029 release. I think at the very most, end of 2027 is what we're looking at. Primarily because if we're looking at what Square has done, Evercold, which is the new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, comes out in January. There are a lot of rumors right now that Square will be announcing 7 Remake Part 3 imminently. From what we've heard internally from Square, that game is pretty much ready to go. Like,
Really?
It's almost done.
Okay.
They're still using Unreal 4. They're using a lot of assets from the first 2. They're reusing a lot of assets to make sure this goes smoothly instead of just trying to make new things, and that's good.
Yeah, I would say, why waste your time making new shit?
Exactly. So I suspect that one's probably going to be an early 27, maybe even mid 27 release. But that means, as far as we're aware, if that is the case, that end 27 is very empty for Square. That would be the perfect time to release Kingdom Hearts 4. Because at that point, all you have left from Square in the year of 2027 is patch releases for Final Fantasy XIV. And we're probably only getting a couple of those. So, we'll see. I'm guessing 2027 release or 25th anniversary. Very likely. He was slobbering over that one game he featured at the end of last year's Game Awards. We don't talk about High Guard. High Guard is dead. Can we talk about how lame the name Evercold is? Why not Everchill or Permafrost? Because the point of Ever... You have to think about these names in their Japanese titles. What does Ever and Cold mean in Japanese? The point of the story that we are told for Evercold is that it is a perpetual frozen wasteland. Which means it has been, as far as we're aware, forever cold.
Right.
I would dive into more of that, unfortunately, but I will be hitting spoiler territory, and there are some people in the chat who do not need to hear it.
Correct.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So,
but I can't.
There's a reason for it being called Evercold. I'm very certain of that. I actually don't mind the name. I think it's really cool, and I think that the expansion is going to be touching in very similar themes that Shadowbringers did.
I mean, that's the themes are what is driving me for this one into thinking it's good. That and having watched some of the, granted, again, it's Blizzard, but having seen some of the Diablo 4 trailers for the new stuff they're doing, not gonna lie, they're actually doing decent on some of those trailers. I've also seen some crazy stuff that a paladin can do that I didn't think a paladin could do.
Yep. Reminder, English 14 is based on Old British English. Correct. That also does factor into a lot of naming. I thought Kingdom Hearts 4 would be using Unreal 5. Yes. So, Final Fantasy 4... Sorry, not 14. 7 Remake. Part 1, 2, and 3, which is Remake, Rebirth, and as far as we're just aware, Part 3 are all using Unreal 4. 16 uses Unreal 5. And Kingdom Hearts 4 started with Unreal 4. And they rebuilt the game from the ground up using Unreal 5. I'm not saying Square is not using Unreal 5. But 7 Remake is using Unreal 4. So,
Deep freeze, yes.
As far as Square's concerned, there's stuff on the pipeline. And if what James Woods has to say is true, and that he's been in the studio, if he's been in the studio for Hades for Kingdom Hearts 4, that means that 4 is getting really close to being done. Because this means they're into English voice acting.
Which is one of the last steps.
Yep. So, I'm just saying that I think 4 is imminently on the horizon as well. The question is, how imminent is it? So, we'll see. I guess in the same way, also, Aku, you just got rated.
Did I?
You did.
Oh, Dermy Wormy, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. I feel bad because we've approached the point of the stream where, you know, I've already gone through the Hassan bad shit. So if you want to go back and listen to the talking about how horrible Hassan is and how he has a 50% chance of facing repercussions for his actions, you'll go back. But now we're talking about video game and pop culture news.
Indeed.
By the way, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, everyone.
I would also like to point this out, because Anubis brings it up, Kingdom Hearts 4 really needs Final Fantasy characters in it. Tetsuya Nomura has already acknowledged that. The DLC for 3 had Final Fantasy characters in it, and he acknowledged that a lot of the issues with 4 was the lack of Final Fantasy. And I've already made my opinion on that I think a lot of the reason why Kingdom Hearts 3 failed was because Disney touched where they should not have been touching.
That sounds way weirder than it needs to be.
I
I know what you're
understand.
going for, but
It makes sense.
Mhm.
And the fact that from the first Kingdom Hearts trailer, Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer we've gotten, which showed Star Wars, and I can promise you that was Star Wars, and that was very specifically Endor. This means Nomura is very, very likely trying to tard wrangle Disney, and that might be why 4 has taken as long as it has.
I would be all right with that. I'm gonna be real
Because
with you.
people who don't know, Tetsuya Nomura is a giant Star Wars nerd, specifically original trilogy.
Mhm.
Which means Disney may have been pushing for sequel trilogy, and Nomura told them to fuck off with that. In fact, if anything, Tetsuya Nomura may be delivering what may be one of the best interpretations of George Lucas era Star Wars that we may ever get. Because that's what
Sora
he
tells
grew
where
up on.
Disney touched your IP. Exactly.
Really, yes. There was no Final Fantasy elements in Kingdom Hearts 4. Or Kingdom Hearts 3, sorry. Minus the Remind DLC. And Nomura has already stated Final Fantasy will have a much bigger presence in 4. In fact, do not even be... I was going to make a video on this. I'm not going to anymore, at least not for a while still. But there is a point in this video where I was going to flat out say, I think the next Alliance raid for Final Fantasy XIV will be Kingdom Hearts themed. This is obviously a spoiler for Kingdom Hearts. But there is a point when Sora disappears, and Riku, who is his best friend and rival, has to go find him. But the point of Kingdom Hearts is traversing other worlds. My theory for this Alliance raid was going to be Riku focused. The reason why it was Riku focused is because Disney has a very specific rule that you cannot use Donald or Goofy or Mickey. But if this journey that we know Sora or Riku was going on from the end of Melody of Memories was specifically Riku focused, and that it was just him. Meaning they could push him into Final Fantasy XIV as an NPC, and we, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the 14 story, would be helping Riku go to find Sora.
However, we know that's not the case.
We know that's at least not the case for Evercold.
Mhm. Not anymore.
Yeah, now we have Evangelion, which I'll be honest, I'm excited about. But that was the point, and they could have worked it out. And then if potentially where it went, we could have had a crossover where we had a character in Kingdom Hearts 4 that was from 14. I doubt we would, but that option was there. And I still think it's possible because Yoshi P has already stated that he wants to do a Kingdom Hearts collaboration with 14. It's just he doesn't want it to be just a random event. He wants it to be meaningful. The only way they could do that meaningfully would be a Alliance raid like they did with the Nier raids.
Right.
To be fair, though, I mean, as much as the Dark Apocalypse raids were fantastic, and I will openly admit they were absolutely fantastic and fun to play, even when, God bless the healer that was in our freaking Alliance when we were doing the pre-orders, I think my group is still sorry. We all died one at a time just to get our pre-orders in for the next expansion. As amazing as they are, can I be real with you? I am so fucking sick of seeing 2B and Near everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, I completely agree with that. I'm sick of seeing her too. Can we just have a new Nier game? Square?